Hey guys, I'm happy to say that version 3 of the mold for the K1 is out and ready. So this video I will explain to you what you can purchase and what you can expect from it. So basically, if you know already the mold version 1 and 2, you know that those molds are 8 cavities type, and they have a lever for cutting this plate, and you have to purchase the handles separately, and once you mount them you have a system like this. So 8 cavities, you pour them in and you just cut and then fast put it apart and shake it wherever you like. I prefer to do it in water. You may do it differently, but in either way this is the operation of this mold. As I mentioned, this mold is particularly designed for Huben K1. Now there is quite a lot of version by now of K1s out there, and I try to cover everything up until my last K1, and also I checked the magazines of the newest ones, so make sure that those fit into those as well, up until this video, of course. So we have both molds for a 22 caliber K1 and as well as 25, and those molds are designed by the very simple shape. I will give you a picture of this because you will not see it here. Basically it has 3 rings, and it's designed to be casted and afterwards sized. You can get a sizing die with the mold, or you can purchase the mold without it and get a sizing die elsewhere, or if you maybe already have it. I designed the slugs to be slightly bigger, so they will not fit, at least in most cases, they will not fit in the magazine without sizing. And in any case, for accuracy purpose, I recommend sizing. The sizing die that you will get with the mold is in 5.5 caliber, so the 22 caliber, it's 5.55 millimeters. I will put also this all in inches for you. And for the 25 caliber is 6.42 millimeters. Now you can do a little different sizing based on your preferences. This is what I found that works best in both the old barrels and the new barrels, so the Lothar Walther and the new Chinese one. You can size the 22 caliber also up to 5.57. It didn't really gain any accuracy, but those will still fit in all the K1 magazines up until this point. And 25 caliber you can go a bit smaller if you like, although 6.42 still fits all the magazine till now, as I mentioned. By the way, those of you that already have the pistol, the GK1, these all also work really nicely in that pistol. Personally, I haven't tested in the pistol, the production pistol. I've tested in my prototype, but my point, I guess, is that those will still, the weights are still appropriate to be shot out of that pistol. But of course, for those, you will have to increase the power quite a bit if you want any significant velocity. The weights are approximately 37 grains for the 22 caliber. And just under 50 grains for the 25. I do recommend always not using pure lead, but put a little bit of antimony or tin or whatever you have to make the lead a little bit harder. I generally prefer this, and in K1 especially, this is a huge difference, and it's in my assumption that it's a main reason why K1 doesn't really shoot any of the conventional slugs, which are mostly pure lead. That doesn't shoot accurately, and also it gets the barrel, the forcing cone, quite filled with lead quite fast. So those are not bow tails. You might ask why. I went for precision, and in those kind of weights, the bow tail, although at really long ranges, it will bring a little bit of better BC, but not that much. And also because they tend to work slightly more accurate, at least when they are casted. Previous version was bow tail, you might know. And also the 25 caliber K1 has a relatively slow twist, so shooting bow tails from 25 caliber, the new version, the new barrel, so that's the Chinese barrel, is in my experience, the slugs can be unstable, so it's better to use conventional. The speeds I recommend are close to 1000. Basically, it doesn't really matter. I don't recommend that you push the 25 caliber to the full 1000 feet per second, so 305 meters per second. It will be hard to achieve that velocity, and you will pushing everything to the limit, the regulator and everything. I would say that the 25, the reasonable velocity is about 950. And 22, I also shoot them at 950 simply to get more shots, because of course in 25 caliber, if you push those to 950, you will get only one magazine of shots per fill. If you fill to, let's say, a little under 300 bars. If you fill to more, maybe you'll get a little bit more. And in 22 caliber with 950, you actually get full 2 magazines. So that's nice. You already seen those slugs in my last video with the special edition of the K1 22 caliber. They were extremely accurate, as you saw in that video, and I've been shooting them ever since. So this is all the stats you need to know. Basically, all I would show you at the end is I really put a lot of effort in testing those, so I know that they work well in K1. And I will just give you some info regarding the sizes. I made a different sizing dice for myself just to test the different sizes to make sure that I pick the correct size for you, the sizing die that will produce best results. So right now I have here unsized. These are sized to one dimension and sized to the different dimension. So 22 unsized is, well, it's not consistent, but it will give you, of course it's not consistent because it's casting, it will give you about 6.48, in some cases a little less, somewhere in that vicinity. And the 22 caliber will give you about 5.63, 62, something like that. So let's do this in inches. So that's 2.2, so 0.22 inches, quite exactly actually. And 25 caliber is about 0.5, so 0.255 or 2.256, somewhere in that vicinity. And then we have here size. Sorry, I will do this first in metric because I'm really not good in imperial. So these are 5.7. These are slightly bigger. So in inches, that is 0.219. This is on the, let's say, large side. And on the small side would be 5.55. Sorry. So 5.55. And that's about 0.218, 0.2185 maybe. But it doesn't matter that accurately. So any of these will do. And let's go to the 25 caliber. So the 25, as I mentioned, my favorite is 6.42. This is 0.253 and 6.40, which is 0.252. So these are still designed, as I mentioned, for K1. They have low friction and relatively low friction in the barrel, and in my case, they produce excellent accuracy. There will be videos in the future, not sure when I will be shooting. When I will be shooting with K1, I will probably be shooting with those. Also, when I get my GK1 pistols, I will also show you the results with those slugs. So that's it, guys. These molds, as I mentioned, are available. They come without handles. You can choose with or without the sizing die. I do recommend sizing in any case. And just so there is no questions about this, I don't recommend those for other air guns because Huben is different. Huben shoots from the magazine. Huben has significantly higher power capabilities than other guns. So these are for K1. If you wish to try them in other guns, in some you will be able to load them, in some you will not. It will be just too tight. And a lot of air guns will not be able to shoot them, at least not at the velocity that would make sense for such heavy slugs. So that's it for this video. Links below. MP Mold is the manufacturer who is making these molds, and you are buying directly from them. I'm not making the molds, I only design them. He's making and he's selling them. If there is no link right now at the start of this video, wait a few days until Miha from MP Molds makes the web page, so the product adds the product on a web page. After that I will add it, so just be patient. If you're a patient till now, let's face it, because this was taking a long time, you will be able to wait a couple of more days as well. So thank you guys, hope you enjoy those and hope you get them and test them, and I will be really looking forward to get any feedback from you. Thank you.